Hey guys, archery season for some of us is just days away, and I know you've probably already got your equipment tuned in, you got your broadheads dialed in, you're getting where you're supposed to be, but for some of us, like here in Missouri, we have till September 15th, so we've got a few days left. And if you haven't selected the arrow that you're going to hunt with this year, would like you to take a look at Element arrows. Some of the strongest, best flying arrows that I have shot, and I've been bow hunting now for I think about 33 years or so, and I've shot just about all of them, and I'm telling you, Element Arrows is where it's at. So first of all, their website, www.elementarcheryusa.com. Go to the website and check it out. Also the Facebook page, Element Archery. Lots of different arrows to choose from, and I'm going to give you a quick rundown right now on what they've got to offer. The first arrow I want to talk to you about is the Crossbow Bolt. I know crossbow hunting is getting really popular in some areas. A lot of states now make crossbow bows legal for archery season, so check out Element's Thunderbolt Crossbow Bolt. This bolt is 22 inches long from carbon to carbon. Comes standard with half moon nocks, 100 grain brass inserts. They're a 300 ID, .300 inside diameter, 8.5 grains per inch. And 6 of these bolts fletched going to retail around $77, $78, 77 some change there, so about $78. So check out the Crossbow Bolt. The next one I want to talk to you about is we're going to go through the standard diameter arrows first, which I call standard diameter .246 ID, so a 246 inside diameter. That's like your standard size. And the first one is by Element is the Tornado series. Standard carbon, high modular carbon. It's a 246 ID, like I said. A tornado is going to range anywhere from 6.6 to 8.1 grains per inch, depending on which spine weight you get, up to a 300 spine. And so that's some lighter weight for those guys that want to have a little bit lighter weight, a little faster shooting arrow. A little bit easier to build front of center with these. They're lighter weight. These arrows are going to run you about $110 per dozen. That's going to be unfletched, raw shaft. It will come with nocks and inserts, but $109.99, $110 per dozen. So it's also kind of the hunter on a budget. There you go, $110 per dozen. You just get it, and you can fletch them any way you like. So the Element Tornado. Next in line in the 246 standard diameter, one of my favorites, is the Element Quake. Element Quake is a full carbon weave arrow. It is grains per inch are about 8.7 to 11.1, a little bit heavier, a little bit more weight. Going to be a little hard to build a front and center on this one, a little heavier weight. You might want to swap the inserts out, but you'll get a dozen Quake raw shafts, not fletched, $149.99 retail per dozen. Those do come with a knock, and they will come with a standard aluminum insert. So one of my favorites, the Element Quake. I've used this for deer hunting and as well as 3D competition, and it works great for both. So one of my favorites, but check out the Element Quake. Next in line, I'm going to talk about the smaller diameter arrows. This is going to be the 204 ID, 204 inside diameter. First up is going to be the Element Fault Line, and this is kind of the to get into the 204 series arrow, but don't want to spend a ton of money just yet to see if you like it. The Fault Lines are $114.99. That's for 12 shafts, again not fletched. It will come with nocks, and it will come with the sleeve outsert. A little bit heavier, a little bit stronger than your standard inserts. You're going to get a little better front and center with that. The Fault Line ranges, grains per inch is anywhere from about 7 to 9.4 GPI, depending on the spine series again. But again, the Element Fault Line 204 arrow is going to be a great for the budget-minded hunter. More of an economy arrow, but going to be a great arrow. It's going to be a good penetration arrow right there, and you're going to be able to build some front and center on that with the lighter GPI. So Element Fault Line, check it out. Next up, one of the hottest arrows going right now that I think is what I see the most demand for on the social media pages. It's also a 204 ID, is the Element Fire and Ice, full carbon weave. The Fire and Ice is a GPI ranging from 7.6 to 9.3 grains per inch. Guy wants a little bit lighter weight of that full weave. When you get into the carbon weave, the full carbon weave, you get added weight there. But this one's a little bit lighter, still a 204. You're going to bump up in price because you're going to get this full weave. It's going to be a little stronger. The Fire and Ices are $179.99 per dozen. That's unfletched. That's just raw shaft. So you will get the knock. Again, you're going to get this the Element sleeve here fits over the top of the shaft. This thing is tough, really, really tough. So Element Fire and Ice, man, this arrow is going to be a great hunting arrow right here. At a 204 diameter, grains per inch in that 7 to 9. It's gonna be a great hunting arrow. So check out the Element Fire and Ice. And third in line on the 204 diameter is the Element Typhoon. Now, you guys that really like to move some weights up and bump up, do some heavy arrows, this is the shaft for you right here. The Element Typhoon, again, a 204 diameter, comes with the knock, the sleeve outsert, and the Typhoon, I believe, is going to be about 9 grains per inch up to 12.1. So in a 300 or a 250 spine, you're going to be, I might have misspoke here, it was a 250 spine, you're going to have a 12.1 grains per inch. Now that's a heavy arrow right there. So, but you want to talk about heavyweight, strong, guys that like to shoot a little bit more weight, this is the arrow for you. Again, 204 diameter, and the Element Typhoon. And the Typhoon raw shafts, a dozen of those, not fletched, retail is going to be $159.99. So still up there with the price. You got the full carbon weave here, and with the strength of this plus the added weight, penetration king right there. I'm telling you, that's going to be a great arrow. And finally, my personal favorite of the entire Element line. So what I'm going to be hunting with this year is the Element Storm. Now the Storm is a micro diameter arrow. It's a .166 inside diameter. The Storm has a lower GPI, anywhere from 6.6 up to about 8.2. Going to be on the 300 spine, it'll be 8.2. They will come with nocks, and they will come with a sleeve outsert. So with a micro diameter, you're going to get those folks that like to shoot a little bit longer distance. You're going to have less wind drag, less wind drift out there with those. I posted a video not long ago shooting 105 yards in like a 12 to 15 mile an hour crosswind. Was exceptional, performed very well. So going to have the sleeve outsert on it. Again, at 6.6 to 7 grains per inch, or just under 8.8 grains per inch, you're going to be able to build your front of center. So add the front of center percentage that you're going to have combined with the micro diameter. This is going to be a penetration arrow right here, and it's going to be great. So can't wait to get these on whitetails this year, and actually going to probably get on my first mule deer hunt next month too. So can't wait for those to get there. So anyway, that is the Element Storm micro diameter, .166 inside diameter, and a Storm is $179.99 retail per dozen. That's for raw shafts. Again, you will get the knock and the sleeve outsert. Oh, check out the Element Storm. It's definitely a game changer. So, all right. Anyway, there you have it. The entire Storm lineup, minus the rock. I don't have any rocks. I'm not a competition shooter, but the Element Rock is the .315 ID competition arrow. Ranges about 8 to 8.7 grains per inch. They're $179.99 for a dozen for 12 unfletched arrows. So you can check those out too. But anyway, check all of these arrows out, see what you like. If you haven't decided yet which arrow you want to shoot, www.elementarcheryusa.com, and check out what they've got to offer. There's the website's got all the information, the grains per inch, and the spine weights there, and there's also a spine chart for you. So, and there's a little blog on there. You can watch some videos and stuff too. So check it out, and good luck this season.